Hi, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. Please bear with me. I am a little bit nervous, but I just need to share some goodies that I've made. And this is a whipped shea butter, totally organic and natural. 3 ingredients only: jojoba oil, shea butter and sweet almond oil. And the reasons why I've decided to make my own was because spending money and buying unuseful creams for my newborn who has eczema, who's now 8 months old, I have just met dead ends everywhere with no response at all and any sign of recovery. So I thought, well, you know, this is the largest organ, his skin, can't be good, so let's try and make our own. With a bit of homework and research, I found a really quick and easy recipe, so I just wanted to share it with you. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so first things first, we're going to get this ready and prepped. So here's one I made earlier, and that is the little man, very excited because he knows he's getting some nice fresh cream made, aren't you? Right, so where was I? Okay, again, not very good at this, first video, so I'm just sort of going as I do really. So what you'll need is a bowl, bung it onto the scales, like so. So let's begin. It all just needs very basic items. As long as you have a weigh scale, which I've got a digital one here, and you need to measure about 215 grams of organic, unrefined, cruelty-free, vegan, vegetarian, the whole shebang, but from Ghana shea butter. That's the important part. I have been told that that is the essential factor here. It has to be there. You can get them off Amazon, shipped in really easily, so, and it doesn't cost a lot. It comes a bit like a Wensleydale cheese, not easy to break up, but it looks a bit like that. Okay, so just start those again, onto 0. So 215 I said, didn't I? So we'll just keep adding it. 204. That's my son you can hear in the background, just in case you're wondering what that noise is that sounds like some little monkey or baboon in a zoo. Right, exactly 215 mils. Now, we just need to heat this up. So I'm going to put this on the hob and just heat it up that way. Better than a microwave. It sort of keeps the honesty of it, keeps it all intact, and just gently warm it through to break it up. And then we're going to add the oils to that. So now, using the double boiler method, placing some warm water just a little bit at the base of there, like so. And just make sure we've got that on to heat it all up. And we're just going to place the bowl over like so. And just gently let that heat up, just to break it down into small little pieces. We don't want to overheat it, but we do need to make it warm enough for it to melt. And then we're going to add the oils into that afterwards. So we will just let that heat up for a moment, and I'll come back to that. So now we're going to take the bowl off the heat. Make sure you wear oven gloves, as it's still very hot and dangerous hot oil. And we're going to start adding the oils now. So to the shea butter, we're going to put in 3 tablespoons of jojoba oil. I find it easier to take a little insert out that does the droplets, so you can just get straight on. There's 1, 2, 3. And some sweet vitamin E oil. Not sweet, that's almond oil, just vitamin E oil. Sorry, not focused. Again, 3 of those. That's the dog eating out of its dog bowl. So if you hear clunking and that sound, that's the dog. It's all going on today. So now we've done that, we'll just mix all that in nicely. And it's time to go and pop that in the fridge now for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on how cold your fridge is, to let that cool down and have a sort of film of its sedimenty type of shea butter bits at the top, and that's how we'll know it'll be ready for the next stage, which is whipping. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part. We've got a mixture from the fridge. It's been in there for about half an hour. Just need to assemble the whisk. And I'm using just a very basic little hand whisk there. And as you can see, it's slightly solidified, but still a liquid, but not more clear than it was before. It's more that sort of texture. Okay, right. That would help if that was in properly. Let's try that again. That's better. As you can see, the colour has changed now. It almost looks like a nice double cream. So we'll just keep going until we can have it a little bit more solid and not so runny. I'll show you. that's the texture I was looking for, where it doesn't sort of just drip down and it's sort of slightly sticky. Very satisfying to do that. I enjoyed that immensely. Now for the fun part. So, as I showed you, here's one I did earlier. That was one that was made previously. And now we're just going to pop it into here. Okay, so now for the fun bit, I'm going to just distribute this into a pot. Little airtight mason jar thing. Little vacuum seal thing on there, easy to use. And using a spatula really does help with getting all the bits around the edges as well. It looks like cream, it's very satisfying, and it's whipped shea butter. Just make sure you try and get it all down to the bottom of your jar so you can use it to its maximum capacity and avoid any wastage as well. So now time for trialing and sampling this beautifully soft, beautiful butter that just goes on so beautifully and soaks in so it doesn't leave any residue, like the colour. Looks like a nice baby oil has just been put on, but this butter is divine. Really, really nice. And you can see how hydrating it is. Now this is not scented, obviously. If you do want to put a scent in, that's fine. Bang an essential oil in, but as I'm using this on an infant, I'm keeping this scent free at the moment. And like I said, it's only shea butter, jojoba oil and vitamin E oil, and that's it, nothing else. So any allergies or any issues that may arise, I can eradicate one of the 3 items. So far so good, but obviously if I do start adding essential oils and such things, I can then pull back whatever it may be that would irritate if it did. But obviously you're welcome to put in an essential oil for a scent. I would choose lavender, maybe some lemon or orange. They would be quite nice. This does go a long way, by the way. Only a little is needed, and I do find this is great for all skin, not just babies. Keep it in the kitchen, handy to have as a hand cream, bathroom, body butter, whatever. Very multi-purpose and just very nice and natural, and takes not very long to make. Doesn't cost a great deal, so quite easy. And just wanted to share it with you all. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.